Good day, everyone. Welcome to Trends. On today's episode of Trends, we'll be talking about Pastor Temitope's Joshua, his last moments. Okay, this is a report coming from his wife, Mrs. Evelyn Temitope Joshua. She recounts the last moments with the prophet. She said, "I met him sitting on a chair, unconscious." Okay, Evelyn recounts some of the things that lead to his death. She said in a post that while speaking with some selected journalists on Sunday, June 6th, she said that her husband, the founder of Synagogue Church of All Nations, ended his race prayerfully. She revealed the televangelist spent about 3 hours in prayers before the last service on the mountain and appeared to be very healthy. She speaks further that he never showed any sign of illness or worry, and that his main concern was about the prayer line they offered to Indians against COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, she said, afterwards he came up to shower and I left him to have some time to prepare for service as worship had started. Okay, she says further that few minutes he stepped out for ministration. While ministering, he spoke about a time to come and a time to leave. His statements were spiritual, and suddenly he left the stage and went to his inner chambers. She continued, she said, I waited a few minutes and thereafter decided to check up on him. I met him sitting on a chair like someone reflecting but unconscious. Oh God. I quickly beckoned on his disciples. We came and tried to revive him, but to no avail. Of a truth, he went home to be with the Lord and left us with a message: watch and pray. On Sunday, June 6th, Evelyn mourned her husband on Twitter, writing, losing a loved one is never easy, whether sudden or foreseen. Oh my goodness, that was a last moment for David, his wife there. She was talking to some journalists about what happened, the last moment with him. We just wish him farewell. Yes, he's a good man. He has gone to rest with the Lord, no doubt about that. We are going to miss him so much. Yes. Our next update here says that media personality Anita, popularly known as Warri Pikin. Okay, she recounts her experience on this day, June 6th. About some years ago, 2018 precisely. She said she attempted suicide mainly because of a debt, a 22 million naira debt. That was huge. She recounts how she was mocked by friends who she ran to for help, and then she said these friends, she has always been there for them in time of need and all that, but when it became at home for them to render this help, they were like mocking her. Most of them ran away. Nobody wanted to help. And as a result, she wanted to just take her own life because she couldn't take the pain of owing that much debt. So she was thankful to God that she had a second chance to live again. What if she has died during that attempt? What if nobody came to help her and then she just died? And according to this report, she said that it was after that moment that a breakthrough came out. And then, what if she has died? And then all the glory today, what will have happened? So suicide is never an option. Whatever we are going through, suicide is a no. Nobody should, taking your life is not going to solve anything. Just be hopeful and be prayerful that it will get better someday. Okay? Our next update is about Basket Mouth, the comedian. He speak against the Twitter ban by the federal government. He said Twitter is just the fault that they are coming for every other app in Nigeria, that they know what they are doing. He made a statement that the leaders have been dropping hints about the ban before now. Yes, they are trying to censor our communication to the outside world. They don't want us to know, like everything happening. People were quick to make a video, tweet, and then hashtag all these BBC, CNN, and all that. They are trying to so that when things happen, we don't have access to the internet, to all these main hubs that will help the outside world to know what is happening in Nigeria. That's what they're actually trying to do. And then if you are not careful, they are still coming for the other hubs. Twitter is just the first. Because what happened is, it's not up to what you can say you want to ban Twitter over a tweet by one person, and then you want the whole nation to, it's uncalled for, really. Let's listen to us.
Do you guys know that our leaders, they are the most straightforward in the world? Whatever they are about to do, they give you a hint, straight, but you need to see them, you need to pay attention. Remember that time where one of them come outside talk say Nigerian fuel and be the cheapest in the world? That time, then they don't plan to increase the fuel. So they just talk that thing, make it in your mind, make you know, saying our own cheap pass. So just in case they increase the fuel, you say for your mind, you go take and say,
actually, now our own be the cheapest in the world.
And they always drop am. Remember one time when one of them talk say, after all, for China, they don't ban Facebook, then get their own internal social media when they use, when the government they run am. Then not long after, one of them come to say, and don't release his own social media app. Then the next thing, from nowhere, they just ban Twitter. Now, they come talk say, the reason why they ban Twitter now because of say Twitter they spread fake news and they lead to violence. Yeah, Twitter is suspect. Not be Twitter this thing go end. No. Next thing they will soon talk say na Instagram, na iPub they use do their meeting. They will come ban them. The next thing they will say na Facebook, na bandits. They use the track people. They use to know their faces. Come they kidnap them. They'll come ban that one. They just want to ban everything. Twitter not the first. Very soon now they will find an excuse for the rest apps. From Instagram to Facebook to TikTok to everything. Down to email. Everything. They won't ban everything so that we will not fit. None of us will fit communicate with the outside world. Very soon they use letters. They will say more they use letters henceforth. Just that, post no they work. We'll use beds. I need to buy some beds.